bright lights, late nights, driving the girls wild, kissing them and making them cry. Now, like always, it was the SLS Hotel, it was the Luxor, the MGM. We came, we conquered, we did it all. Kissing the girls and making them cry. The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss staring, wheeling dealing, woo! It was all of that, baby. It was us, we came, we fucked shit up, and we left. Holla at me. Out of New Haven, Connecticut's own, and New Haven, Connecticut's finest, your boy Magazine Neen. I'll be doing a review on my trip to Las Vegas. It was marvelous. I just want to start off by saying that you should book with Expedia or Hotwire. Like, you can book with those. You really could Google it. Like, you really could go to Google and put in flights and hotels for Vegas. I would recommend flying with a decent airline. I wouldn't recommend flying with Spirit at all. It's not a 3-hour flight. It's 5 hours. It's way longer. You know what I mean? I booked with JetBlue, and I was comfortable. I got to see 2 in-flight movies. It was very comfortable for me. Like, if not, like, bring an iPad. I recommend bring an iPad. JetBlue's always been great. Delta's great. Southwest is, I mean, it depends. I've had good and bad experience flying with Southwest. But, you know, your boy, you know what I'm saying? You booking them flights, you know what I'm saying? Look for the best price. Put your dates in. Book with people that actually are committed. Don't, like, if you're gonna go as a group, you know what I mean? If it's just gonna be you, make sure you book with somebody you trust. You know what I'm saying? Good people, you know what I'm saying, with good vibes that you know that's gonna come through and wanna go on a trip. You know, we understand that life happens, but you know what I'm saying? You wanna book with somebody who's reliable. Cousins, you know what I mean? They were a little older, you know what I mean? Which is not a problem. It's not a thing. It's about what type of energy that you bring. Everybody was pretty much reliable, and you know what I'm saying, and all the parties was well, you know what I mean? But you want to book with some people who you're close in age with, and you know what I mean? You want to have like a good itinerary going and see the stuff that you want to do. Vegas is a big place. I recommend that you go there more than once because there's so much stuff to do. We didn't get to do half the stuff I wanted to do in Vegas. And we had a good time overall. I didn't like the travel arrangements, you know what I mean? I think we booked an Uber with somebody who's a personal Uber driver, we took a private ride, and I live in Connecticut. We went all the way to Boston. I would never recommend a book like that. I would either fly out of Hartford, or I would fly out of JFK or LaGuardia. Like, I wouldn't recommend for anybody to book way in Boston. It's just too far. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got Hartford right there. You got New York right there. And we took an Uber. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd recommend you flying out of Hartford. So much easier. You can leave your car at the terminal. I mean, at the airport terminal. So, you know what I mean? That's what my recommendations on that part of the trip was. As far as, like I said, with the flights, do not book Spirit on a long distance flight. They make you pay for all your bags. My cousins was real uncomfortable. You know what I mean? If you're a bigger guy or a bigger person, you know what I mean? You should book an aisle seat or book an extra seat. Trust me, I'm 6'5", so 6'5", 6'4", 6'5"-ish. You know what I mean? So, you know, that works for me.
And it's all limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these Jordans down. It's Vegas, nigga. Over here in the Denny's in Vegas, you got alcohol. You can get alcohol with your drinks. You can't do that shit at home. Liddy. Saying poolside in Vegas, you know. Pretty nice over here.
My team on another one. Yeah, we be on another one. Go ahead and say what you want. Go ahead and say what you want. You want my spot, I'ma take it from you. Back as my whole team be making money. Go ahead and say what you want. Go ahead and say what you want. Yeah, my team on another one. Yeah, we be on another one. Go ahead and say what you want. Go ahead and say what you want. You want my spot, I'ma take it from you. Back as my whole team be making money. Go ahead and say what you want. Go ahead and say what you want.
We turned up. We ready to go. We feeling great. Everybody's excited. You know what I mean? We having fun in the rental on our way to the strip to go park up the car. That's why I recommend that you always book with each other inside the hotel. I'm sorry to repeat it again, but book with each other or close to each other. But we hit the strip. We hit up Fat Tuesdays. Fat Tuesdays is dope. You know what I mean? Get you a nice slushy drink. There's a lot of pretty females in there. You know what I mean? It's great energy overall. You know what I mean? The strip is lit. There's always somewhere to go, somewhere to eat. You're seeing sightseeing. You're seeing just marvelous scenery and structures. Like the Eiffel Tower, that was a dope structure I seen. That they had their own Eiffel Tower in Vegas. I thought that was dope. That they put on like a little show, fireworks and a whole bunch of flair, and it was great. It was a great feeling. I took a lot of pictures. They had a lot of artsy stuff that I'm gonna take pictures. I took a picture next to the Joe Louis statue, and then on the samurai statue. And pros and cons. Okay. The pros is a great strip. Took a picture with some Star Wars actors. There are a whole bunch of actors. Like, I like to do fun shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I go on vacation, I want to have the most fun. So I took a picture, you know what I'm saying, with the Star Wars, with Vader and Chewbacca. So I'm real adventurous in that aspect. So I would say, depending on your age group, do not walk the Las Vegas Strip for too long. It'll get you tired. Especially if you gotta eat and stuff, it's a great strip to see. Like, you know what I mean? Especially if you got stuff planned out in the itinerary. I had stuff planned out. We were, I booked us something called pub crawl or club crawl. And so what you do is you Google club, or you go to Eventbrite. Like if you're gonna travel and you don't know what to do, or if you want to put together an itinerary, I recommend that you download the Eventbrite app, especially if you're a traveler. Like Eventbrite will guide you the right way. They have all type of stuff up there we could have did. Roll fuller, where it was in the desert, we could have shot, we went shooting range. There's a multitude of things for us to do on Eventbrite. So, you know what I mean? I recommend to use Eventbrite as a tool for your travel destination. It's a great app. So my brother told me you gotta go to a pub crawl, a club crawl in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So what you're gonna do is go on Eventbrite, look for club crawls, and what they have is, what a club crawl is, you'll visit 4 different clubs in one night. You know what I mean? You're already with a group, so you're gonna visit 4 different nightclubs, which is great because it saves you money, because on Eventbrite, it has a set price. So what you're gonna do is pay attention. This is what you're gonna do. Book the club crawl. Then you're gonna go on Groupon, right? Here's the key to that. You ain't here for me though. You're get you a club crawl for even better price. So like the club crawl that I had was $150, right? Went on Groupon, found it $50 each person. So that was what was on our itinerary. But, you know, unfortunately we walked the strip for too long, wanted to get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my cousins, they fell asleep. We in Vegas, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? But, you know, they fell asleep or whatever, and, you know, and I end up getting dressed. We're going back to the hotel, showering up, getting dressed, ready before everybody. Everybody was asleep, and I was just like, all right. I end up leaving. I only made it to one club, but this club inside the Aria Hotel is pretty dope. I forget the name of it, but it's downstairs in the Aria Hotel in Las Vegas. It was dope. Very nice scenery, nice people. You know what I mean? I met up with the guy who was supposed to group, who I did the club crawl with. You know, he ain't mad. He got his money, so, you know what I'm saying? That was up to us to make it to the club crawl on time. You know what I mean? So that wasn't really, you know, his problem. So, you know, if you got an itinerary book, especially if you're going to do the club crawl, make sure you're there on time, and you make sure you planning around that time. You know what I mean?
Loud gang, baby. Loud like 203. Stop the run. I put that work in the wall. We put that work in the floor. She put that work in the drawers. She let me work on the drawers. I put that work in the wall. We put that work in the floor. She put that work in the drawers. She let me work on the drawers. I whip that work till it's pudding. I push that work till it's nothing. OG, I still look younger. I must got that Benjamin Button. Mama, she feeling my dogging. Can't get enough of my loving. I got them birds on the stove though. It's smelling like bread in the oven. It's smelling like stew in the pot though. Them numbers they hitting like lotto. Why should I hate when I got though? I'm scraping the plate till it's not more. Come fuck with the grace at the top floor. Getting head on the motherfucking top floor. Top pin, top style, nigga, top flow. Fire pin, cot plow, nigga, die slow. Lay back, getting high, nigga, riding slow. Case it high, nigga, how I go. All my niggas with the shits like Pampers. If the move shit tits like campers. Dirty drawers get marked like hampers. Certified real vets had stampers. Beam sitting on top like a lantern. I got that bag on me, Santa. I put that work in the wall. We put that work in the floor. She put that work in the drawers. She let me work on the drawers. I put that work in the wall. We put that work in the floor. She put that work in the drawers. She let me work on the drawers. I put that work in the wall. We put that work in the floor. She put that work in the drawers. She let me work on the drawers. I put that work in the wall. We put that work in the floor. She put that work in the drawers. She let me work on the drawers.
We stayed at the SLS, which I think is a marvelous, just an excellent hotel. They were real friendly. Service was great. We had a nice pool party every day inside of our hotel. Like, it was marvelous. Like, I really enjoyed that hotel. It wasn't on the strip, but it was right around the corner from the strip, a few blocks, and everything is real far in Vegas. You know, if you can be on the strip, you know what I mean, that would be my only takeaway from it. Like, you want to make sure you want to be on the strip because everybody's on the strip. If you can, I recommend you be on the strip. Even though the SLS is just a marvelous hotel. I mean, the amenities. I mean, my cousin went to this burger spot. I forget the name, but it's inside the SLS hotel, and the burgers were amazing. Probably the best burger I've ever had in my life. Like, you know what I mean? All the hotels are equipped with, you know what I mean? If you're a gambler, you know what I mean? There's good casinos in there all the time, you know what I mean? So, you know.
Oh yeah, that opened the bathroom right there. That's kind of lit, right? Oh, sure, yeah. Ooh, okay. Let me show y'all my little bar we got going on. Drinks popping. This is how you turn on the lights in our room. I mean, of course, you got like your regular light and shit like that. I thought this was dope though. The mirror turns on your light, like that's lit. On the other side, the mirror turns on the other way. About to go into day three. Day three is Las Vegas. We went on the strip, got some nice food, ate at a few restaurants. I would have day three was definitely marvelous as well. We enjoyed ourselves, have a good times. There's a few dispensaries out there. I'll make sure to get you the name of the dispensaries. And a few restaurants that I'll make sure to get you the name of. But we went to Stratosphere. Stratosphere is, I believe, it's a hotel, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's a casino. Stratosphere, the casino. It has a great view. Once you see, the view is a beautiful view. You can see the whole Las Vegas from Stratosphere. You get on the elevator, it takes you all the way up. It's a pretty, you know what I'm saying? It's a pretty short ride, despite it being so far and so huge of a structure. The nice bar, we went in there. It was a nice bar area. It was kind of more of a chill night. At Stratosphere, it was a chill night. You know what I mean? At Stratosphere, it was a chill night. You got to see nice little sightseeing right over there. We went to the top of the Stratosphere. They have actually almost like a theme park ride on top of Stratosphere. You can get on a ride, it hangs you off the side of the building. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Amusement park rides are already crazy enough. You know what I mean? So if that's something that you're interested in, you can do that as well. We just went up there to mainly take pictures. You know what I mean? That's why you're going to see me in the burgundy and blazer, looking clean and dapper as my usual self. I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to keep up with a little something. You know? Try to keep up a little something. But nah, Stratosphere was dope. After Stratosphere, we headed to a dispensary. And from the dispensary, we went to Fremont. Fremont is a nice strip. We should have went there from day one. Fremont's a nice strip. It's more of an urban strip. Nice, you know what I'm saying, for people. But it's a tourist destination regardless. Got a whole bunch of stuff for you to do in Fremont. You know what I mean? After Fremont, we got a couple more drinks. There's a whole bunch of concession stands on side. So if you're hungry, if you want to drink or you want to have a nice night on in town, whether you're single or with your significant other, you will have a marvelous time at the Fremont Strip. You gotta be careful though. There was a little rambunctious actions going on. People was fighting, but that's anywhere you go. You know what I mean? Any place you go, you always gotta, you know what I mean, be aware of your surroundings and what's going on. But yeah, Fremont, great strip. After there, we went to the strip club. I ain't want to go to the strip club. So when I go to the strip club, I spend too much money. That's me personally, but I enjoyed it. The strip club was crazy. It was a great strip club. As we approach the end of the trip, you will see some drummers. I thought that was dope. They entertained the whole strip. Back on Fremont. I told you, Fremont's a vibe. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That's like a day one. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't know what to do, sometimes if you don't want to follow Eventbrite, you just want to go with the flow, go to Fremont. Fremont is dope. You know what I mean? We went back to Fremont, had a couple drinks, network, met some people, single, ready to mingle. You know what I mean? If not, you know, you out there with your significant other, like I said, you can enjoy yourself on Fremont. A whole bunch of concession stands, places for you to eat and drink. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Food places. We went to Grits, blazing food, Juicy Crab, great food. In-N-Out Burger, it's a burger, but it's fire. Carmine's, great, good food. Mama Mary's, not the one on the strip though, the other one. Like to get into smoking some of the best weed from what I hear. I don't smoke myself, but my cousins, they was all smokers. They, you know what I'm saying, the rest of the crew, I was the only one who didn't smoke. Sahara Wellness on Sahara Ave is the dispensary you want to go to. That's the best dispensary that they said they could find and with the best prices. So I want to go to that. That's just my review on as far as I know about dispensaries and weed and all that. Went to Hooters. Hooters was great. Hooters was a nice spot that we went, ate before we left and before we got on the plane. It was just it was a marvelous trip overall, you know, despite the little cons to it. But, you know, it was a great experience. I recommend you definitely go to Vegas. Vegas is dope. Right now, you know, due to COVID, Vegas costs $225 to go to right now. Like, it's really, but I don't know if you're gonna get the same experience because it's not gonna be too much people there. But it costs $225 flight and hotel crew. That's how much it costs. It's real cheap to go to Vegas right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to get the experience, I don't know what they have going on because of COVID, but you know what I'm saying? Definitely a place that you gotta go. You know what I mean? Vegas is definitely very fun. I'm gonna do it again, just so I can do more stuff. You know what I mean? I might get on the Florida Rivers this time. I might go to the shooting range. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to Vegas again. Like, it's a must. You know what I mean? Actually, I'm gonna do LA and Vegas. You know what I mean? So, you know, you're gonna catch a vibe. Vegas part 2. You know what I mean? So, you know, look out for that. It'll come out.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed.
A good housekeeper.
And I kept searching and searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes, thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.
Have you always wanted to start your own business, but didn't know where to begin? Have you already started but realized you were lacking the basic essentials for establishing your venture? We have good news for you. Bay Scholars Inc. has created an online entrepreneurial course that will show you step by step how to start your business and the requirements needed to maintain it. Through use of whiteboard animation and screencast videos, our Young Entrepreneur Program basic course will give you a thorough understanding while keeping you engaged and anticipating the next lesson. And the best part is that this course is completely free. Go to www.yepbayscholars.org and start learning today.
When I started this project, I just wanted to give some illumination to a few MCs I felt the world needed to know about. However, during the course of this documentary, I not only learned about each individual artist, we also learned about the music and what it means to them and their fans. I was educated on the ins and the outs of the business from the point of view of an up-and-coming star, whether locally rising as icon status in their own hoods, or pushing the envelope and excelling to tear down boundaries and gaining international success. We are going to take a look at 4 rappers who are not only able to make their marks on this industry, but also left their hip-hop footprints on the hearts and minds of many. This is Mic Check, a look behind the veil.
Favorite rappers, never done this before. I checked. Yeah. We gon' get into it real quick. I'ma spit the flow in Pig Latin, yo. Let's go.
All right, why don't you let the people know who you are and what you do in the industry?
Yeah, my name is Brownstone Grimes, West Low Horse and shit. But I'm an artist. I don't like to say rapper, because rappers basically put you in a spot where it's almost impossible to get out of. And I keep it open, so the music is wide open. I'm going anywhere with it. I record, don't know how to mix and all that kind of stuff yet, but pretty much just I'm an artist, you know, doing my thing, gaining fans, working hard, you know, social media, the average, you know.
Dope. So, where are you from? Like state, hood, city?
New Haven, Connecticut. Brookside Ave is like, that's where I found my home. I wasn't born there, but I came into my own there. Own space, able to think and sort a lot of stuff out. You know, before it was just packed in a house with a lot of people. Now, that was where I'm getting the independence of me. I would say Brookside Ave projects.
Dope.
Yeah.
What or who are some of your inspirations in the industry? Rap, R&B, production, whatever.
Well, like inspirations, it goes far back, but I was a fan of a lot of stuff. Like I listen to everything. So, but the rapper that was, well, I've never really, that was a rapper really, I don't really care for it. I love to listen to it, but the rapper that really kind of moved my mind was Big Daddy Kane. He was a game changer for me.
Okay.
A lot of those guys were like, you know, simple, not like they were whack, but just was simple to me. And he made me believe that now you can be complex and lyrical with your stuff and just rock it, you know.
Yeah, he's one of the first cats that I know to use metaphors and similes. It wasn't
He was
just a
like,
boom
man,
bap stop
he
type
was sick,
of rap.
man. And he wrote for people too back then. A lot of people didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, and he's a Virgo too, so
Yeah.
Virgo life, you know.
Dope.
But yeah.
So, how do you feel your music connects with your fans?
I think it's because a lot of my fans they like difference. They don't like the same thing. They like you to constantly change because they're changing with me because the base is growing. It used to be like the window used to be 35 to like 65, and now more younger people. I'm noticing on Spotify when I look at my views, the age is getting lower. So younger people are starting to really relate to what I'm saying. You know, I have a saying that lyrics never go out of style. They might get pushed aside a little bit, for some dummy down stuff, but it always comes full circle. Like everything, like even to where our sneakers are now. The gray hills and all that kind of stuff. Everything is coming back. Everything comes back because people get tired of that bull crap, I guess, and it comes back.
So how old were you when you started rapping? It's going to bring us back to the
rapping?
Yeah.
Sheesh, man.
Well,
I would say 12, 13 years old, but even then, it wasn't my thing.
Right. But I'm just saying, when you got serious about recording, how old were you then?
Probably 18, 17, 18.
So how did the transition go from when you was rapping at 18 to now in 2020? How is the transition as far as you keeping up with the times and your music staying relevant?
Yeah, I think a lot of times, to me, it's the beat. Like, the beat tells me exactly what to say. Mm-hmm. If I have writer's block, I'll sit back and leave it alone. I won't force something that's not there. The piece of the puzzle don't fit, I won't force it. So I'll just say, okay, well, I'll sit back a little bit because I have a lot of rhymes written in advance. I got a lot of rhymes written, and sometimes they don't match anything until that right beat comes, and then once that beat comes, I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm going to say. The verses are perfect, now I know what I'm going to do with the hook. And the transition, it's the beat. The beat is the pulse, and it's the stage. Mm-hmm. And you paint that picture with the rest of it. It's the canvas to me, and the picture is the rest of the writing and stuff. So.
When was the first time you've had that "I've got something special to share with the world" moment?
I think it was when I recorded Blue September. Like I was like,
great album.
I was like, this is something's happening here, and we didn't know how to really structure the album, so we're all learning together, and it was probably the purest time because I had a lot of stuff going on, and my plate was just so full with a lot of different things that I had nowhere to turn. And you as people of color, we usually don't go to psychiatrists and all that kind of stuff. So that was basically my psychiatrist just listening to me, and you know, the mic was the voice. And
so that's therapy.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. There was a lot of dark things on it that, you know, I never really shared, and I just said, whatever, it is what it is. You know, if I never make another album, this is going to be, you know, every thought that I have at this point, you know. I think that was it. That was the moment when I was like, oh, shoot, I could do more of this. You know, it's like, I wouldn't say it was fun because it was a learning curve. Whenever you're learning something, a lot of times it's not fun because you're accessible to so many mistakes, and it's the drive that keeps you going. But I think that was it. That Blue September album was the first domino to everything else.
So how has the road been in getting your music out to your fans so the people can hear what you have to say?
In the beginning, it was a nightmare because being from New Haven, people tend to not think you have anything to say. You're basically New York's little brother, so you get, you know, pushed to the side. But now with the social media, with the digital, everything going digital, it's in the hands of the artist now. Like, we control what we want to make. You control what you want to do. If you want to make a song called Poop, 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 you can do it. You don't have no label telling you, no, that's not going to work, sir. You put out whatever you want. You know, I heard Kanye do a song called Scoopity Boopty Boop. If he was in the control that he had, he would never be able to put that out. It was, you know, it was terrible. Yeah. But the point is, the moral story is you can put out whatever you want. You know, you can do a song with one verse and leave everything blank, and nobody can say anything. You do what you want to do. It's in the artist has the power. You know, you make what you want to make. You got to spend money to make money, though. So a lot of people think they're gonna put out something and it's just gonna blast off. Nobody's that lucky. Like, you have to put money into it.
Work,
you know, time and work, and always being active, because it's a business. It's your job.
You ain't gonna invest in you. Nobody else
will. Like, it's why should they? Like, if I look at you and say, this person ain't really doing nothing, I keep telling them to put something on Spotify, something like that, and a month later, I don't hear nothing, I don't see nothing. I'm like, yo, you're not trying to build a brand. You want to make music because you want to hear yourself on a song. I don't make music for that. I don't make it because I want to hear myself on a song. I know what I sound like. I just want to. This is for the consumer. This ain't for me. If it's for me, then there's no need to put it out. You know, I got songs that are, you know, some of my personal favorites, but at the same time, I'm giving the fan what they want as well. And I can sneak that in there, you know, as, you know, a little treat. And if they dig that, they dig that. But overall, I make it for the listener. The music's for them, you know.
Can you clean my garage? Can you steam my carpets? Can you work really fast? Do you provide your own cleaning supplies? Can you work around my schedule? Do you screen your workers? Can you clean my business too? Okay, I don't need my husband anymore.
All right, so this is a question I'm gonna ask. How does Brown Sound, the artist, and Brown Sound, the family man, employer, employee, boyfriend, etc., fit? How do they balance it out? Like your artistry world with your everyday life. How's that balanced out?
It's not balanced.
It coincides.
It's not balanced. Some days it levels off. Some days it's on the work side. You know, the family side is hard because you can't be in so many places at one time.
Right.
And when you're writing and recording, you need privacy. You know, I'm private, so I can't have a bunch of distractions when I'm trying to record because then it messes up with the feng shui, it messes up everything. So when I got moments of clarity when I can record on my own and do it, then I'll do it. I sneak it in. You know, I sneak verses in here and there. Still get to the same place. It just takes time. But you have to keep everybody happy. And sometimes you sacrifice your own happiness to make everybody around you happy. And vice versa. Sometimes people sacrifice their happiness for you. So it's a constant challenge. Life is balanced.
Definitely.
You're never balanced all day. It's going to be something that's going to tip the scales. That's the way life goes. You know?
So do you feel sometimes your everyday life kind of pushes your music to the back burner, or you have it so where when you make music, you know it's time for my music, and it's time for everyday life? But I just want to know, do you feel one kind of like pushes the other to the side sometimes, or?
Yeah, sometimes. But this is why when I do record, kind of record in bulk, and then I like the way the sites are set up. You can set your music up to come out at certain times. So if you wanted to do an EP or something like that, or even like you did an EP worth of music, you can single those songs out, you know, a couple of them, and then until you get a better idea to finish it or whatever. But you do it in bulk. You know, if I have time, I try to record as much as I can, because the moments that I'm missing, you know, I don't have to worry. That's why I got stuff recorded. You can't give it 100% when you have family relationship and a full-time job as well, because you just gotta do your very best.
Exactly.
But it toes the line, you know.
So, all right, this is the last question. So, if anything, what is it you want to share with the world?
I want to share with the world that you have to like love each other. Like hate is ruling right now, and these movements are directed the wrong way to a certain extent. You know, I think, but this has to happen. These moments have to happen so change can happen. And systematic oppression, man, it's real deal, man. And I think what I have to give to the world is probably, it might not even be now. I still feel in my heart that I haven't made that Thriller album yet. I haven't made that, it's like that Illmatic, so to speak. Or that
your greatest body of work hasn't come out
I feel like it's flashes, you know, and I know like once I probably travel more, see more of the world, I can make an album I can truly say it's complete. It's complete to people, but in my heart I'm like, it's still something I could have done to tip the scales with it.
Well, you know you're going to be your greatest enemy when it comes to your music, because you're your worst critic.
Right.
You know, I mean, you know, as an artist, I know that you strive for perfection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially you personally. I
Right.
know you like perfection when it comes to your music.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of all your albums have been great.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And they only get better.
Right. Appreciate it, man.
So each one of them has been, and then like I said, you got a few classics of your belt. Even if the world don't know, they need to go listen to you.
Right.
So where can they find your music?
Basically all digital outlets. All you do is Google Brown Sound Grinds, and it'll tell you everything. It'll give you every site. You can go to Spotify, because Spotify's one of my favorites. You got Tidal, Amazon Music, everything. Napster. It's so many of them I haven't even heard of. If you don't want to do those paying sites, you go to YouTube and just Google me, and everything is there. And the good thing about what we're doing now, as far as music, you're just padding that catalog. So when the world catches up to you finally, they go to the beginning and go to the top. People like they hear that first new album, and then they want to go back to the beginning, and they want to follow that journey. So I'm in the process of getting Blue September on Spotify and all that too. So they can really track it back down to the very beginning. So in the beginning it was a lot of anger, you know, but now it's just like, you know, you evolve as a person. You know, you should, you know, most people should evolve. You can grow up with like 10 people, and I promise you, 6 or 7 of them have not grown up when you become a man or a woman. You know, the other 4 probably will. You know, everybody, some people stay in their second childhood and not willing to grow. Some people won't grow with you with your music. They just love Blue September. They won't go no further with me. That's fine, you know, but the world's about evolving. Life is about evolving.
Yeah, you shouldn't really be content.
Yeah.
Contentment is a state of staying stagnated.
Right.
That's what I believe. I think you keep moving, you keep evolving, like
Yeah,
you said.
you have to,
keep
man.
growing.
Yeah.
You can't be content and grow at the same time.
Right.
It's a contradiction.
And you need brutal honesty. You know, and that's what I like so much about like the internet in general. People are going to tell you how they feel. They have no stake in it. But some people just do that because they're jealous too. But you have to have thick skin. Art and opinions, they will clash every single time. It's not gonna be perfection. You always gonna have somebody saying something they don't like, but you gotta understand something. They're taking their time out to say that. So that's beautiful to me. You take a moment out of your life to say, well, I don't like that, that's whack, blah, blah, blah. That's horrible.
Art is subjective.
It is what it is. Like, you can't be like, oh, well, you can't go in a hole and hide because somebody said they didn't like something you do. It's not a perfect world. You're not gonna like everything somebody do. And that's fine. You know, I'd rather have a million haters and a million people that love you. You're still paying attention to what I'm doing. You're still helping the progression of what I'm doing. Because you may not like something, you're gonna say, somebody's gonna say, well, what about him? They don't like. Let me check this out, see what's really going on. You get more attention to your stuff. So good goes with bad. You know, it's the way it is. Yin and yang. So.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed
A good housekeeper.
And I kept searching.
and searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes, thank you.
If you were looking for one as well,
Look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine. Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend.
Problem gone.
thank you.
But I want to add, I still haven't added that Thriller album. So
Yeah.
until I
That's
add
the
that,
pinnacle for you.
yeah,
When you
until
get
I
to
add
that
that
type of-
Thriller album,
Yeah.
that's gonna be it. And then I'll start venturing out to different things. Depends, you know. And I don't believe in part 2s of an album, part 3 of an album.
Yeah, volumes.
I don't believe in that because every body of work has its own identity. Michael Jackson didn't make Thriller 2. You know, like leave those where they are. No disrespect to whoever does it, but it is what it is. It's not gonna be Frankenstein's Funeral 2. That's gonna stay where it is. You know, so I don't believe in that. You know, you got every album has its own path. Just like I really believe in juniors either. Like you should have your own name, you should be your own man or your own woman. You got your own path. I helped create you, but you got your own lane. Nobody to blame but yourself. So I like your own path. Everybody veering off, doing their thing, you know. Be fearless, because you're in the same spot you've been before. Why not take chances?
Yeah.
What can you lose? You got everything to gain by taking chances. You're going to lose what you lose. You're going to be in the same spot. Go for it, man.
Go for it.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. That's Brown Sound Grimes. You know what I mean? BS Grimes.
Blonde Zangief. I got some
Blonde
of their
Zangief.
some of their names ain't even funny, man. But, you know.
Amazing artist.
Rap So Flowly, you know what I'm saying? Rap So Flowly, that's coming pretty soon to the single.
Oh, that's fire.
Rap So Flowly is coming out crazy, so that's the next single.
Oh, dope.
And then I'll do the Final Apology end of the year for Christmas, more R&B-ish type.
Mm-hmm.
So Ryan Leslie style, you know. Not biting, but, you know.
Yeah, but you know.
Got that swag to it. So,
Dope.
Yeah.
So, thanks for coming. Thanks for
You're welcome, bro.
participating in this documentary.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get it
And
done.
let me say this too, straight up. My man, Ducel Toro, is the guy that pointed the microphone in my direction, because like I said, it wasn't really my thing. So that's the man that said, yo, if the verse is whack, you ain't gotta do it no more. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And I don't remember what the verse was, but apparently it wasn't whack, because
You still rapping.
Yeah,
Now you're one of the best artists in the
Yeah,
land.
thanks, bro.
Hell is
Appreciate
it.
it.
All right, brother.
What I'm about to do has never ever been done before. Nah, your favorite rapper has never done this before. I checked. Yeah. We gon' get into it real quick. I'ma spit the flow in Pig Latin, yo. Let's go. Up fade, ooh yay. I am the it shay. Ooh yay, NK, uck say my ig day. If ooh yay, on day, I lay it. Hey, I'm K to ooh nay. Even hate to see me. I'll be waiting on you when you're ungay and Ips Clay. On day in grade and ooh yeah, it gets spray. All I ever wanted was to never be or gotten fay. I kill foul, iggas nay. Even laying out in ray. Ooh yeah, ain't insta gay. You softer than some cotton K. I am the future fay. I love the computer way. I plays the aim gay. Real people choose to play. Fake people run away. Here they stay at K. Ooh yeah, it is kiddish, at her better am spray. Pig Latin gets in your head like hairspray. On day up here K. E made a unday. I don't braid, I don't say the king. Kiss the ink ring. What the hell just happened? A whole new way of rapping. Hit you in the chest like a magnet. Spitting that flow in Pig Latin. All about your seat, no relaxing. Break dance, freaking do a backspin. Bringing that East Coast back, yeah. I'ma make you speak Pig Latin. It's me against the Earl way. Remember who was Earth's Fay? I'm thirsty, I inch quay. It was some sunny day. Uzik man, I of late. This is how I get away. Ang bang, that's what semi-auto say. I of late, I already pay. I will live or ever fade. Not in the ash flay, but ooh-tray, my hong say. My ash K, on lay, my oogie bay, I get it on. I am not a oogie ray, my F ray is super strong. So learn to get along, hey. Admit it when you're on ray, I'm IATA. Need a sec to rest, it's been a long day. I'm running out of F-break. Cool down and edge straight. Brown sounds the catchphrase. I'm straight to act, man. They love me more than act right. Gave them one verse in 10 minutes, they are act bait. I cannot relax ray. The haters say they outrate. They don't like the fact that I'm killing the octblade. I'll ever nay abstain. What the hell just happened? A whole new way of rapping. Hit you in the chest like a magnet. Spitting that flow in Pig Latin. All about your seat, no relaxing. Break dance, freaking do a backspin. Bringing that East Coast back, yeah. I'ma make you speak Pig Latin. Pig Latin.
I got you now, my little piggies. What are you gonna do? What the fuck?
This is the most unfucking professional set I've ever been on.
Mr. Blake,
no,
Blake,
I can't take this
calm
shit.
down. All we
I'm
need is
Duke
one
Blake.
more
I
take.
went to Juilliard.
Just one
so
more
get my
take.
manager on the line now. I don't want to do it. That's it.
Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Tell me who was afraid of the big bad wolf? Is it you? Is it you? This little piggy went to the market. Yeah. This little piggy stay home. This little piggy loved hip microphone. I be just oozing cray all up in my arcade. People pointing at me saying, look, there goes the R stage. He went to my high school, he's one of us. Some girls be saying I get anything to touch. Him and get a SK, go have on an AB bay. I am just an anime, they try and make me AZK. Paradise is miles away, El Hay is Oast Clay. Right around the Honor K where everybody's outbreak. Need that? No way, I'm still young, no gray. Pussy feels too good for me to ever go gay. Drinking with my ends free, thinking back in the day. Dreaming it was unfair, how we would make it one day. We're older now, we're obstinate, living so regular. Miss my 20s, I was such a fucking predator. Slaughtered the competitors, but now I'm just a OJ. I need you to listen to me, you see I am OJ. What the hell just happened? A whole new way of rapping. Hit you in the chest like a magnet. Spitting that flow and big light. All about your seat, no relaxing. Break dance, freaking do a backspin. Bringing that East Coast back, yeah. I'ma make you speak big like, yeah. This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stay home. This little piggy loved hip hop and can't live without his microphone. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Tell me who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Is it you? Is it you? Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? The big bad wolf, the big bad wolf. Tell me who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Is it you? Is it you? Are you afraid? Are you afraid? Tell me, are you afraid? Are you afraid? Are you very afraid? Very afraid? Cause everyone's afraid. They're all afraid. Okay.